Hi guys, I am Christina Kelvin. I film on faith, motherhood lifestyle from Lagos, Nigeria, and I want to welcome you all back to my channel. Thank you so very much for the support. I cannot thank you enough. And if you're new here, I say welcome. So before we proceed, I would like you to hit the subscription button if you haven't done so, and then you press the notification bell beside it. Alright, so today I went to visit my baby Gali. Yeah, I went over to their place to visit them, and this wonderful girl you're seeing on your screen decided to ask me a few questions, and I'm like, alright, you know what? These are actually questions that can be very beneficial to young people out there. So we decided to set up a camera and we'll put this down. So forgive the underground noise in case there are any underground noise you might hear.
Toyo, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
What do you have to say to the house?
Here, I have a few questions to ask her, and I'll be so happy if she can gladly give me answers to those questions, because I feel like these questions are things we teenage girls we need answers to, because a lot of people are doing some things they don't want to do due to the fact that they don't have a good response, and like there are questions that we are always scared to ask our parents sometimes, because we be like, if I ask mommy will be like, no, what kind of question is that? I hope you are not doing it yet. So I see her, she's my mother, yes. Yeah. So I'll be very glad to be asking her these questions, and I would love it when she can give us the good response, and I can share with my friends, and like people can know how to go about it.
Hey, that question, I trust that God will help me to answer the question, because we are not in their. I'm not in their generation. I'm not in these people's generation. And if you see some things going on among our teenagers, you'll be like, what? But I trust God, will be able to help me do justice to those questions. All right, so the floor is yours, madam.
So basically, one of the questions is, why don't African parents believe in young love? We'll be like, if you start following someone now, you'll be like,
Speak up, please.
When African parents notice that a girl or a boy is having or a girl is having a boyfriend or a boy is having a girlfriend, they'll be like, so you want to carry certificate before certificate. Like, why are parents like that? Instead of them to be saying that, they should be the ones telling us, do this, don't do that, at least just to help. Because sometimes some children are always scared. Sometimes they'll be like, I cannot tell mom about this because she's going to be very angry, she won't even want to listen to me. Because and sometimes parents believe that once a child is just sitting down and like not talking to everyone, they believe that especially if it's a girl, they'll be like, she's thinking about a boy. And like, so it's not every time that you're thinking about something. Like, because there are sometimes that we have things that are going on in our minds, but because we feel like, my mom will shout at me, so I'll just keep quiet and like solve everything alone in my head. So like, we need answers to
That's okay, yeah. A recap of our question is, if I get it right, you said, why is it that African parents don't believe in young love? Okay, you see, when I was growing up too, I will always hear from my mom saying that, if you don't know, I don't know where you're watching from, but we are filming this video in Nigeria, and to be specific, Lagos, so we are Yorubas. Okay, so my mom will always say that meaning that what you are not ready to eat, you don't smell it. All right, okay, so my response to that question is that most of the times, whatever your parents say to you, they are doing it out of the pure love and a very good intention and good interest for you. And of course, due to the fact that there are a lot of experiences they as our parents have gone through, things they've experienced, and there's a Yoruba adage that says that, I will interpret, that says, meaning, if as a child, if you have clothes as much as an elderly person, you can't have rags the way they do. All right, so I believe they are saying those things out of the well of experience they've gathered over time, and the fact that they know that you still have a long way to go. okay, a 16-year-old girl. I'm not saying that, please, disclaimer, I'm not saying that age is a yardstick to marriage, all right? You can be ready for marriage at age 20 if you know that you have all what it takes. And you can say, okay, I'm 30 and I'm not married, and I'm not ready. So age is not a yardstick. Age is not ever a barrier to when to get married and when not to get married. But as a child that's still in secondary school, you still have an institution to go to. You still have probably masters or, So our parents believe that, and I too am of the opinion that you should set some things right first before bringing in emotional, discussion. Because if you don't, okay, for instance now, you don't even know what you want to, your purpose for life, you don't know your interest for life, you don't know where you want to be in the next 10-20 years, and you're already thinking about a man, the divination of your life will actually determine the kind of man that you will attract. All right, if you know where you are going to, if you know what you want to become in the future, okay, let's take for instance, you know that you want to become a medical doctor, right? Okay, and then you would like to probably settle down in Canada, and those are the factors that will actually determine the kind of person that will come to you. But if you don't have all these answers all laid out, and you be like, anybody that just come, we are testing waters, it's not a good thing. That's why most ladies actually become a victim of emotional trauma. Don't test waters, especially when it comes to relationship. Number one thing, sort things out. Lay the foundation of your life. You are, as a student, face your book. I'm not saying that you should just face book and don't have extra curriculum activities, all right? Okay, so I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that so Facebook, you're a career person, you neglect
social life.
Let me take myself for instance. I told you that my mom is always giving me that adage too, all right? So I didn't get into any relationship. The only relationship I ever entered is the relationship I have with my husband, with the man I'm married to. And I didn't enter that relationship until 2017. And we got married in 2019. So it's gonna be a waste of time and waste of emotional. It's gonna be a waste of time. Number one, you as a teenage girl thinking about a man in your teenage life. You've not finished secondary school. You don't even know which university you are going to. Probably you are going to be schooling in Nigeria or abroad. But here you are already thinking about a boy. And your face in life will determine the kind of man that will come to you. Let me repeat that statement. Your face in life, your social status will determine the kind of man that will come to you. If you are in secondary school now, of course you guys can grow together. Probably you have a friend and you guys have a vision of, okay, we are going to be doing this till death do us part. So that means you guys grow together. We say secondary school, we go to the same university and all of those things. But let's just cut the long story short. If you know that you are not getting married in the next 10 years, why do you want to enter a relationship? Why? That's number one question. You know that, okay, I'm not ready in the next 10 years. For now, set your priorities right. Prioritize your life. Those that have been testing waters, what's the result they have? That's what I do tell people. If you want to do something, just look at those that are advising you, or probably those that you're speaking to. Those that have been testing these waters and they've been saying, okay, I have a boyfriend, what is the result they can show for it?
Well, we've heard a lot of stories like, people started dating at early age and at the end of the day they got married. Like someone like Bukumela Shino, I read one of her stories that said she got married to someone she met 10 years ago, and now they're having a baby soon. They're married, pregnant. That kind of relationship can like survive. So I don't think there should be an hindrance to the
like I've said, that age is never a yardstick to marriage. This person you are talking about got married at what age?
I'm not sure.
You are not sure. Okay. Age is never a yardstick. Then, you see, social media and the way people present their relationship to us, my dear, it matters. And that is why, you see, I tell people, be careful of those you listen to and be careful of those you work. Because you worked for those person doesn't mean to work for any other person. Because I got married to the first person I said yes to does not mean it will be like that for everybody. Do you get? So don't use anybody's life as a measure for your own life. Don't use anybody's like, oh, this person. Okay, how about this woman, Omotola? You know Omotola now, Omotola Jalade. She had her first baby at age 17. She's married to a pilot. But do we say that things should follow that trend? Of course. So it's all about priority. Set your priority right and know where you are going to. And if you guys are both serious with life, well, it's all good. I have a friend. They are not friend though. They are senior friend. I mean, they are like 10 years older than I do. They are currently in Germany. They've been dating since when the guy is in secondary school and the lady too, alright? And after 12 years, they eventually got married. And in their vows, even myself as a teenage girl then, I was always looking at and saying, when they are my church members, so if I should mention their name, I'm sure they'll be watching this video. So I'll be like, hey, these people, I hope it. In their vows, they now said, some said it is too long, some said it is long overdue, but we know that this is the appointed time of God. So because it worked for them like 12 years, does not mean it work for any other person. And I still have a friend currently. Of course, our wedding will be in some couple of months. She has been dating this guy. They've been dating each other for 10 years. Relationship will be 11 years this year. And you know, they are cool together. So what will actually determine relationship early is your own emotional maturity, the guy's emotional maturity, and at the same time setting priority rights for you guys. If you people are both committed to each other and feel like, well, we can do this, I hope I'm able to answer that question very well. Spend so much time on that question anyway.
And there is something else. Oh, parents will be like, okay, don't enter a relationship at this age. And no. Okay, if a child grows up and the child doesn't have any tutor, there's still the same parent that will be like, oh, why are you not going to get married? Where is the tutor? As if no, it just has to happen like a magic. Someone that does not even relate with other the other gender. So how do you expect person to just bring a tutor like it's a magic?
African parents, God help us. But as I've said, they are actually doing all of these things with a very good intention. Okay, it happened to me too. My mother, she was always shouting, no relationship, no relationship, you are still young, you are still this. But by the time I was 24, 25, she was like, so is it that boys are not coming? All your mates are already married. Oh, you're this. And all I just have to tell her was like, Mom, just calm down. Once it's my time, I'll get married. So please don't stress it. Okay, so you too, I tell people around me that don't let anybody pressure you into what you are not ready for. If you know you are not ready for marriage at 25 and your mom is saying, oh yeah, I'll go and get married, let them know. But with due respect, give them their respect even when you are making your opinion known to them. Okay, so mothers, see, African mothers generally, if you are in the US now, you can say, hey mom, I'm getting married tomorrow. But in Nigeria, where we are filming from, you can't do that. Nah. So it's just out of love, and probably because of what happened, as I've said. So, but don't be pressured into what you're not ready for. If you're ready for marriage at 18, you know you can handle it. We will, in fact, I will do Asho. I will buy Asho. I will take Asho as the mother. But if you know that at 26 you are still not ready, there are some basic things you should have actually settled before saying you want to get married, and that will be a discussion for another day.